Looking all over the world. It's the finest wine. I've seen the finest times. But all the pretty girls come from VA. It's New York and MIA. And it's PG and run my way.
Wilson's gonna run out of there. The Gamecocks will have another fumble.
For long. Best time she's ever had. Best time she's ever had.
IceBox, it's that time once again. Time for us to unveil all as our coaches find homes for the next season of the IceBox. With a completely revamped Dynasty mode, these decisions have never mattered more than they do right now, as these teams will lead college football into its next exciting chapter. Now, I know we've all seen a draft before, and you've all waited long enough, so allow me to start us off. Kenny, you are now on the clock.
Rolling out, might have to try to get away, still on his feet, gets a block, throwing to an open man, caught by the tight end, it's a first down inside the 35 to the 32. Are you kidding me? Seconds, they get the play off, going up the seam, it's caught inside the 35, he stays on his feet to the 25, are you kidding me? This game is not over, 14 seconds to go, they're going to try to get a little bit closer, and he's going to the end zone, does he have a man? It's caught, touchdown Texas Tech, and we have an incredible comeback, first lead of the game. Army versus Kansas State, a rematch from last season, as Seagloss will take to Minchie Field against the Black Knights, and we've got some fireworks on the beat. Army might go, can get his catch him, no, 20-10, Black Knights lead. Oh my! All right.
With the first overall pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Kenny selects
It was brought here September 19, 1942 by the legendary Frank Howard. He said it had mystical powers, said to be one of the greatest spectacles in college sports.
It's been said that I have magic powers. I don't know about that. But I'll tell you what. I have seen magic. I've seen miracles. I have seen legends.
The number one team in all of college football. If you are lucky enough to ever witness this, you will not forget it.
I have weathered countless storms.
I can't give you guts, and I can't give you heart.
And witnessed lightning.
Are you kidding me?
Jagged and scarred from the desert. Molded by thousands of rugged hands and taped fingers.
I'm not going to give 110% to keep their filthy hands off my roster.
As number one picks go, there may be none more worthy than Clemson, as Kenny selects them first overall after jumping from 9th in the lottery. After a couple of inauspicious seasons, Kenny looks to right the ship in Death Valley.
With the second pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Big Dude Saw selects
Back-to-back ACC users as Big Dude Saw takes North Carolina off the board. Last year, we saw 4 SEC teams go in the top 5. Will we see the ACC be the user-filled conference this year? With the third pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Dink selects
Stone gets the snap, hands it off, yeah, burst through, there he goes, to the 5, and he slides down inside the 5. And that was Hyman on the run. And he takes the slide inside the 5 at the 2. Love to talk about signature wins, but I can't think of a bigger win in this program in a long, long time.
We do it, I'm telling you. Yo, it's that. Stop playing.
So Dink takes the flyer on the Aiden Childs and Chip Kelly relationship in Cook County. Great academics and a revamped offense. Not a bad spot. And a brand spanking new stadium doesn't hurt.
With the 4th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Bench selects Arkansas, Southeastern Conference.
Bench to Arkansas is definitely a rebuild with a rough schedule coming off coach firing. They play Georgia at home, at A&M, at Texas. It's rough. Also with a young roster of A.J. Hill from Memphis, Chris Marshall on his last chance. This is his 3rd team transferred to, and even Jasper Parker from Michigan. It's definitely a young roster, and we'll see what he has to hold.
After going group of 6 in the last 2 CFB titles, Bench keeps Arkansas in the top 5 after they went off the board 1st overall last year. A 2-10 season last season, Bench will have some work to do, but the Razorbacks are happy to have their guy.
With the 5th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Ballhawk selects Colorado State, Pac-12 Conference.
To a little surprise, Ballhawk takes his Colorado State Rams at pick 5. Looks like Hawk will be the one taking us into this new era of the Pac-12. Will Bobby, being a well-known Boise fan, join him at pick 6?
With the 6th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Bobby selects Boise State, Pac-12 Conference.
So Ballhawk takes the Rams at 5 and Bobby joins in the Pac-12 with Boise State at 6th. Welcome to the new Pac-12, gentlemen.
With the 7th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, KJ selects.
When you get tired and you feel like you're done, the seals take 40%. When you feel that way, you're only 40% in. Meaning you got another 60% to go hard and as much as you want before you really physically tap out.
No one will ever understand why you do this. No one will ever understand why you come in here early, why you beat up your body, why you go through car crashes. This is the last time this team will ever be assembled. Y'all write the story.
Following the departure of Sam Levitt, some see a down year incoming for the Sun Devils. KJ is here to make sure that doesn't happen. And Scattaboo still haunts my dreams, so go Sun Devils.
With the 8th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Coach Eddie selects Colorado, Big 12 Conference.
Deion Sanders is out and Coach Eddie is in. Can he succeed where primetime could not?
With the 9th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Mac selects Virginia Tech, Atlantic Coast Conference.
So Mac overwrites the hire of James Franklin and takes the reins of the Hokies for himself. With one of the best transfer classes in the nation, the whole country might be singing Enter Sandman.
With the 10th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Segundo selects North Carolina State, Atlantic Coast Conference.
4 of 10 make their way to the Atlantic Coast as Segundo joins NC State's coaching staff. User-loaded conferences are always fun. Well, to watch at least.
With the 11th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Benji selects Louisville, Atlantic Coast Conference.
Another loaded transfer class and a third straight ACC user. 5 so far, only 19 more picks to go.
With the 12th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, JG selects Arizona, Big 12 Conference.
JG to Arizona. That's a good one. They do have a few key schedule pieces at BYU, at Texas Tech, and then they're at home against TCU. JG's a good recruiter, and he has a great quarterback for that year one, but he's definitely going to be having to look in this recruiting cycle for a new quarterback next year. They have a big-time prospect of R.J. Mosley, who's a freshman. I think JG and this Arizona team have a chance to be a Big 12 contender.
JG takes a flyer on the basketball school in Arizona. Funny thing to say when the Wildcats have a top 10 quarterback in the entire game.
With the 13th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Smitty selects Wake Forest, Atlantic Coast Conference.
Smitty once again reunites with Joel in the ACC at Wake Forest, except last year he took the first ACC team in the draft. Now, don't know who's counting, that's the 6th in the Atlantic Coast.
With the 14th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Earl selects Kentucky, Southeastern Conference.
Earl joins bench in the SEC with Bordeaux's Kentucky Wildcats. In a stacked CPU conference, could the Cats make a run this year?
With the 15th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Florida Boy selects
Wow, Florida Boy moves out of the Sunshine State. One of the better unbanned teams, he will definitely have a leg up on us all with a beast like Hardy in the backfield. With the 16th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Ghostface selects North Dakota State, Mountain West Conference. Surprising pick here from Ghost, as he picks our third Group of 6 team and our only Mountain Western. The Bison have a light schedule for their first FBS season. Are they a dark horse for the playoffs?
With the 17th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Vaughn selects Oklahoma State, Big 12 Conference.
Arguably the best rebuild team in the entire game. Only one win last season against an FCS school, shoutout Seagloss, and one of the best transfer classes in the nation. You may think the cherry on top would be a 5-star QB, but you'd be wrong. Hello, like 200 shirtless dudes in one section for no reason at all other than hell yes.
With the 18th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Chris selects TCU, Big 12 Conference.
Chris to TCU is a huge pick. I mean, they have a younger roster, but they're at UNC, at Baylor, at Zona, and at Texas Tech. They could be sneaky. I have them as a rebuild, but they could be the sneaky dark horse. They have a 4-star quarterback transfer from Harvard, so he's got to be brilliant. And then they also got a true freshman edge coming from Lake Travis that could be very dangerous to have. Stay tuned on TCU.
Despite the loss of Josh Hoover, the Horned Frogs look poised heading into this year. Best part of Chris taking TCU? A user game across the pond, week 0.
With the 19th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Tyshawn selects Illinois, Big 10 Conference.
Tyshawn going to Illinois just makes sense. When he was a player, he played his state championship game there, and now he's coaching there. He starts off with Ohio State and UCLA at their places, and then plays Oregon and Iowa at home. Rough schedule, but having a veteran quarterback in Caden Hauser is going to be huge. I would say Illinois is definitely a dark horse for the Big Ten championship this year, but stay tuned to find out.
I watched Tyshawn for 2 years be a dog at Youngstown State in the backfield. Now he's on the sticks with the Fighting Illini, repping his home state.
With the 20th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Joe selects Washington, Big 10 Conference.
Arguably one of the most exciting non-blue bloods in college football this year, and somehow we let Joe get a hold of them. I'm already praying for the Big Ten, and Biggs, Beamer, and Penguin have all yet to pick.
With the 21st pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Coach G selects
There's something different about November in the north. The cool air sharpens, turning crisp. The environment becomes one thriving. And the stage is set for a yearly tradition.
Coach G taking over for his boy PJ Fleck in Minneapolis. Only 3 losing seasons out of 9 for Fleck. Can Coach G have more success with the Golden Gophers?
With the 22nd pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Bink selects Mississippi State, Southeastern Conference.
Bink to Mississippi State was a very surprising pick, but they start off at Minnesota in week 2, and then October is the Death Valley. Bama at LSU, at home against Oklahoma, and at Texas. Brutal. This is definitely a rebuild in my eyes, but you never know with Bink.
As Coach said, a bit of an unexpected pick from Bink, going with the Bulldogs at Sip State. Much to the displeasure of Smitty, I'm sensing home and home in Winston-Salem and Starkville.
With the 23rd pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Penguin selects
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burnt bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do.
A more middle-of-the-road selection for Penguin this year, but with Jake Spavital as his OC, he became invested early. Already now the 6th member of the Big 12, how far can Penguin take the Bears?
With the 24th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Beamer selects Iowa, Big Ten Conference.
Beamer going back to his roots with Iowa is almost heartwarming in a sense. From Nick Harbour in 25 and almost letting him get Marcel Reed in 26, tight end U is a breath of fresh air from the dominant user.
With the 25th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Biggs selects UCLA, Big Ten Conference.
Arguably the most watched pick of the entire draft, with players hoping he's not in their conference. Biggs joins the Big Ten hoping to reinvigorate Nico Iamaleava's career in what has become the toughest user conference before the game's release.
With the 26th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, King Taziki selects
Stay focused. Let's work hard. Concentrate. Play hard. And we'll win the game.
King Taziki returns to the gridiron, this time with a team that's poised for a playoff run in year one. Abandoning his Terrapins was most likely a rough but needed move, and the King looks to be a top-tier competitor in CFB 27.
with the 27th pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Kevin selects Houston, Big 12 Conference.
And Kevin becomes the 8th member of the Big 12, taking over Weekman-led Houston. Sorry to anyone who likes being on IceBox Live, because if you're not in the Big 12, well, it may be out of conference games or bust. With the first of 3 complimentary picks in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, at pick 28, Wheezy selects Rutgers, Big 10 Conference. Wheezy is a sneakily good player in this league, and he may have taken the sneakiest team in the whole draft. With 2 92 overalls on offense, you may not want to run your defense too much at practice, because this Scarlet Knights offense may run them all over the field.
With the second complimentary and 29th overall pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Munson selects West Virginia, Big 12 Conference. Breaking news. Another member joins the Big 12. West Virginia for Munson. Welcome to the IceBox, good sir. I sure hope you like user games, because in this conference, you've got them. And with the third complimentary and 30th overall pick in the College Football 27 IceBox Draft, Coach Dad selects Air Force, Mountain West Conference. And that concludes the College Football 27 IceBox Draft. Some great picks in here tonight, as our coaches will all sign their contracts for the next 2 seasons. I wanted to thank everyone for watching. Obviously, this was not an overnight project, so you taking the time to watch our draft for College Football 27 means the world to us. We all worked very hard to make this league feel as real as possible, like it's really you on the sidelines on game day, and that these games and these signings really do mean something, because they do. The IceBox has legitimately become a family, and if you guys like and watch the videos, I will take the time and effort to make them every single time, because I enjoy this stuff just as much as all of you. But with that being said, I wish everyone good luck for this season and all upcoming seasons in the IceBox. You guys are all awesome, seriously. Thank you for watching, and Bink, try to stay with the team for more than 2 seasons, all right? Good night, everybody.